So last month I turned $2,000 in ad spend into $60,000 cash collected at 16 years old. As you can see right here, retargeting ads made up 78% of our revenue last month. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the exact strategy we use here. Okay. This is day 2 out of 100 of posting on YouTube every single day for 100 days. For context, I'm 16 years old. My coaching program is doing over 50K a month on autopilot. The ads are dialed. The delivery is dialed. As you can see right here, we did 76K last month. And now it's time for the next play. So I've acquired equity on 7 coaching businesses and 2 software companies that fully closed my doors. So I don't have anything to sell you from this channel. And instead, I'm just documenting how we're scaling them. So instead of what we're doing, like these fancy mirrors saying the strategy, but not how to actually do the strategy, I'll be showing you the how, because I think that although it might not be as good for business for me, I think someone needs to do it on YouTube because no one else seems to do it. So with that said, let's get into it. The goal here is to get to $100,000 a month before I turn 17, which will definitely happen. Okay, so let's get into it. So our retargeting ad strategy is testimonial ads using the ABC framework. So how does this work? It's a 30 to 60 second, highly quality, like edited ad on Instagram. And this is the framework right here. Attention. So in the hook, we literally have to instantly capture attention. You have literally a second to stop the scroll, and then you jump right into where they were before. So the pain points, the frustrations, the agitation, how they were trapped in this cycle which they couldn't get out of, and they were struggling with all these pain points, and they tried all these things and nothing worked. And then, in X time, they got to this outcome. They made this much money, they got to these numbers, and their lifestyle changed in this way. So you want to really get visual almost, because people don't care about just the money. They don't care that you took someone from 10K a month to 100K a month in 30 days. What they care more about is that that person was finally able to, escape their hometown. And really just like the lifestyle aspect of this is way more important. Okay. And then you want to talk about how, the transformation works, how your solution, how your mechanism bridge the gap, and just the USPs. So for me, it could be like, I took Julius from 5K a month to 45K a month in 30 days. And this is what Julius is saying. He's like, Liam took me from 5K a month to 45K a month in 30 days. The ads will bring me high qualified leads every single day I was booking. So this is the bridge right now. The ads will bring me high qualified leads every single day. I was booking 5 calls every single day. I didn't have to send cold outreach anymore. I didn't have to deal with unqualified leads. I was simply jumping on a few calls a day who were already pre-sold and they were buying from me. And then, if you're struggling with what I was struggling with and you want to, learn more about how I was able to get to 45K a month in 30 days with Liam, then watch what he's doing, go to his profile, book a call, do whatever you can do. And it's just like a really soft call to action at the end right here, because you don't want it to seem scripted. And I'm going to break down 2 of our scripts in a moment here that are making us a lot of money. So let's get into those script breakdowns. Okay. So the first one is just through my Instagram. I made close to like 300K. By the way, this was from an interview, so it's not like really dialed in this framework. But yeah, I made close to 300K. Social media is changing, all these retention edits, all these trends. I don't have time to keep up with that stuff. He, as in Liam, and then when he said he, I just had like an overlay of me, understood my messaging well and understood exactly how, I wanted to portray myself as someone so young. He's really smart and ahead of his time. I'm all about running ads. But paid ads alone doesn't really get the job done. Like, you need to have a good nurturing system. So if you go to my Instagram, it's all nurture content. Is there anything else you'd like to share? This is what I said. Just do it. Just work with Liam. Just do it. And then interestingly, visually, the editor had put like a follow animation, since we're running these ads to get followers. Because once again, this is our kind of strategy, right? We run ads to get followers, and now we're retargeting people who clicked on our page but didn't hit follow. Here's the second one right here, and this is for my business partners page. All right, so I feel like I need to film this video to thank Sigurd for literally saving my business after, trying all these IG follower ads, these IG growth ads as everyone's preaching. I literally spent over $11,000 in 6 months of my time trying new ads again and again and again with my whole team, wasting 6+ months of our time. And it was so frustrating. I almost decided to actually quit until I tried these dry ads, even though I was super skeptical. So that's before, right? He'd spent all this money. He'd wasted months of his time. Nothing was working. He nearly quit. And, I'm not joking with you. I went from 24K in December to 72K in January. That's like how quick the transformation happened. And then the bridge, the dry ads outperformed anything I've ever tried in the past. And I can finally feel myself, getting out of this organic hamster wheel grind I've been stuck in for the last 6 months. So do whatever you can, reach out to him. If you're having this problem, then, honestly, a great experience. Couldn't recommend him enough, right? And then it's a really low-key call to action, but once again, the editor will have like the next steps on screen. And you can see that if I pull this up right here. So yeah, as you can see right there, that ad, we were visually showcasing everything in the edit. We were showing the numbers. We were showing, why he was feeling that way. We're adding context and also like boosting the retention. That's the whole point of editing. And then at the end, we just had like a visual like demonstration of the next step, which is following Siggy's Instagram account. Anyway, now let's proceed to how to actually create these ads. Okay. So the first step here is that there are two different kind of routes. You can do like testimonials or you can do interviews. Okay. So for testimonials, just get your clients to use the following script. I'll just pull it up. Like, as I said, I'm giving you guys the how. I'm not telling you what. I'm not telling you, yeah, like make a testimonial ad. Here's the script. Use this script right here. And I promise you, as long as you fill it in with like the right market research information, you will have a well-performing app. Once again, it's not as good for my business to be showing you guys this, but I think someone needs to do it. Okay. So take a screenshot of that, use it, fill it in, whatever. And then let's talk about how to do interviews. Interviews personally perform best because people see you on the interview with the client. And so it kind of like will show, oh, this is this person. I actually saw his ad the other day. Let me see what he's got. And it just has that instant recognition. And over time, when people see, testimonial ad upon testimonial ad upon testimonial ad of you, they're going to start to craft this perception that you have the best client results in the space. So it's all about perception. Just don't put one ad out there and expect it to win. Put a ton of ads out there and try and show your face on the ad. Same thing here. I'm going to show you guys the how. Literally, this is from the course my clients get when they pay me. Just feel free to take it. It's literally the exact questions to ask your clients right here. I'm not going to damage the retention or anything, but feel free to pause it, take them, etc., etc. Okay. So anyway, from here, you need to edit it. You need to have intentional editing. You need to add context and boost the retention. That's the point of editing. So once you've edited it, you want to launch it. I filmed a guide yesterday on how to launch it, so I'll just paste it in right after this video. Like it'll automatically play. All right, let's run it. This is how to do retargeting ads. So you want to basically go ahead, go to audiences, then click create custom audience, click Instagram account. Then you want to choose your Instagram account. Then you want to basically set this cap to 180 days and just call this retargeting. But there's a caveat because it's anyone who, and I'm going to do visited this profile, and then I'm going to do include more people, and I'm going to do anyone who engaged with this account. And then I'm also, because I want people to basically who haven't followed me to follow me after this. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and do just these for now. It really depends on what your ads are for. Like if you're trying to basically get people to follow you who didn't follow you from your ad from the top of funnel, then run with this because it's basically like anyone who visited your profile or engaged with anything. But if you are, trying to convert people who already follow you, then you would obviously change it to people who started following this account and people who, send a message to this account. And I'm going to also set the day cap to 180 and I'm going to click create audience. Cool. Then I'm going to go to campaigns, click new campaign, create, and then I'm going to do the same settings as the usual, which is traffic. Since once again, I'm telling you, this campaign I'm setting up right now is for people who went on my page but didn't follow me. So I'm going to basically get them to follow me again. So I'm going to call this retargeting visitors. And then I'm basically going to click next and retarget visitors, Instagram or Facebook. I'm going to choose my Instagram account basically right here. And then I'm going to set the daily budget. Let's just do like 100 AUD a day, or, you want to do 20% of your budget. So let's say my budget for the day is $100, 20% is $20. So that's 30 Australian dollars, then 20 USD. And then I'm going to go ahead and for the audience, I'm going to click switch to original audience options. And I'm going to click use original audience. Now from here, I'm going to click custom audiences and I'm going to click retargeting. And then that is that. There's so many like confusing things that are always here. Oh yeah, you want to turn off advantage custom audience for sure. And then you can kind of choose a location for your audience. Now think about it like this, right? If you've been running your ads to the USA, Australia, Canada, wherever, then most of the people visiting will be from there. So I'm actually going to turn it off and it's just going to be like worldwide. Sometimes they allow, sometimes they don't. So we'll see. And then I'm going to set the age to 20 minimum and then the max age to, since this is manual, you need more lenience, so I'm going to do 35. Basically what this means is that the ad will only be shown to people between this age. And, I'm going to leave the genders open, and then I'm going to not use any of that. And then that's that basically. And what you can note, by the way, is that you don't necessarily, so as I was saying, you don't necessarily have to, like even have the age limit. Like you could keep this broad and just set like a minimum age and a maximum age. For me, I don't work with anyone that's really older than that a lot of the time. Like we have close any, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave location open, and it's just going to be my custom audience and then the age, and then that's it. And then for placements, I'm going to click edit. I'm going to click manual, and then I'm going to turn off Facebook. I'm going to only have feed and stories and reels. So feed, stories, reels, and search results will be off. Bang, easy. Now I'm going to add in the ads. So I'll just call this ad one, whatever like name. So whatever your testimonial name is, you want to turn off multi-advertiser ads. And if you've already posted on Instagram, then you can click use existing post and use one of your existing ones. If not, just click create ad, and then you can just do video ad. You select it, bang, bang, easy. And then that's that. Like then you can click publish. I would also click quickly duplicate on here, and then call this ad two name. And then you just do the same thing. You add in the ad. So let's just pretend that, this ad for one of my clients is the ad. And then what it will do is we'll then have to add in our caption here. So this is just the caption of like the reel, imagine. So it will just be follow at Liam Debney if you're a 10K per month coach struggling with what, or, if you want to scale to 50K per month with the automated Instagram ecosystem. Like just something like that, really simple, doesn't have to be long, and then you just click done, and then you're good basically. Like make sure multi-advertiser ads is off, and when you've added all your ads and you just hit publish and you're good to go. Now with these, a lot of the time, I don't really monitor like the results specifically, and I'll tell you why, because this is such an exponential asset. Anyone who follows you will start to see so many of your like reels, of your stories, of all these different content pieces of you, that it's going to nurture them regardless. It's not going to matter too much about the numbers on this thing, because people will just be seeing it. You'll be building your authority, they'll be getting nurtured, and it'll set the stage for you to convert them. Appreciate it. Talk soon.